story. She's
Also,
hilarious.
I'd like to stand up for the people in Nashville that actually do a really wonderful job.
No, there's amazing.
There's
Nashville?
amazing people here. It's a big city. Please stop.
Honestly, there's so many celebrities here. Nashville does Hollywood better than Hollywood sometimes.
Yeah.
There's people out here that are,
We're not
qualified.
Delaware people.
I know. Stop treating us like Mississippi. It's not it. It's not right.
We're a hub. We're like a major
hub.
Yeah.
Delta flies in and out of here.
I know.
Okay?
I could go from
Correct.
BNA to Ireland. So
Yeah.
back off.
Yeah.
Whole kid
Got
that
great
lives like
plastic
right
surgeons.
there.
Yeah, I know,
No.
bro. Like, relax. Get a little touch up.
Jeez.
Look at you with that teeny tiny little mic.
Isn't it adorable?
Welcome to the
Precious.
podcast, Kaitlyn, and a tiny mic.
I should just start a regular series called Kaitlyn and Tiny Mike because you give me one of these and I will not shut up.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
What's that about?
There's something
What do
about
you
there's
mean?
something
There's
about
something-
just this.
Especially when you hear the audio back, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Why is that so crisp? It's like, how does this little thing
Just
create
takes it.
such a beautiful
I know,
sound?
We don't really.
We don't
need
actually
this
don't
mic.
need this.
No,
We
you.
just
It just
tiny
looks.
mics?
It
It's all
looks
for show.
professional. Yeah.
It looks like you kind of know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
The big mic looks like you have a podcast. The tiny
Yeah.
mic looks like you're like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
She doesn't know
Looks
what she's
like you have a
doing.
TikTok
Yeah.
series.
What are you in your
Rest in
bedroom
peace.
right now? Yeah.
Wait, is it gone?
It's gonna be, I think.
You really think so?
I do.
I heard the guy from Shark Tank is going to buy it. What's his name?
Can
the bald guy?
repeat yourself? I didn't hear what you just said.
that TikTok is going away.
Oh, TikTok is the whole TikTok.
They're banning it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Which
They're banning it.
I'm like, I don't have the only feeling that I feel about it is like the people who've actually like created careers
know.
out of it. That I'm like, that's
I
so
know.
sad.
It is so sad.
So the
There's-
whole app will just be erased from everybody's phone
Apparently.
one day. You're going to
Well-
wake up in the morning and TikTok will just be gone.
Not from China,
Apple
just from
or
us.
Whatever app you would download it from, you're not able. It's
Yeah,
illegal
I think in
to-
Canada, you still can. I think it's just.
Damn.
Do you know that we're trying to buy Canada?
Oh, I can't talk about it.
Wait.
Did you know that?
Wait. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
Trying to-
only so much stuff I can know.
Okay. Well, we're
I get
trying
that.
to buy Canada.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's a price tag on it.
Canada will be part of the United States of America.
No,
It's
don't
not
do
going to
it.
happen.
It's not going to happen.
I don't think Canada would let it happen.
No one would let that happen.
That was
I-
my first thing.
Yeah.
Will Canada
minute.
actual?
I have a question.
Yes,
Yeah.
Karen Feldman.
How do we even have the money?
There's so much money that we pour into. You kidding me? We're like
But we
$72
were in-
$2
Yeah.
trillion in debt.
Why would we want to be in more debt?
We have so much money that we've been like pumping into Ukraine and everywhere right now for the past.
But we don't have.
There's so much money.
This is
There's
like
money.
this
So we're
is
not
just
broke.
What is money?
I don't know.
also
Why
I think
don't they
this is just like
print
them
more?
saying something and then like if it happened it would be in like 100 years. That's what I'm telling myself.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's gonna.
Canadians
anytime soon.
alone.
I know. Like,
Let us just have Canada.
yeah, just leave Wayne
I
Gretzky
love
alone.
Yeah, leave me and Wayne Gretzky and Justin Bieber alone.
Yeah.
I know.
But also
He's
I'm like
Canadian
I don't ever want people to think I don't love America because anytime I like love Canada they're like then get out of our country. Like my
You can
trolls.
love both.
I love both.
You can
I love
both.
Canadians.
You
Yeah, I
do?
love
Oh
Canadians too.
yeah,
All Canadians?
pretty much. Like
Really?
there hasn't
Yeah,
been
what
one Canadian
Canadian-
I met
Jim
that was.
Carrey, love him.
Oh,
Yeah.
obsessed.
Uh,
Justin Bieber, do you love him?
I didn't know he
do.
was Canadian.
Well, ones that I know in real life too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Good
just
people.
immediately go to like Ryan Gosling. He's Canadian.
He's
Ryan
Canadian?
Reynolds,
Yeah,
Canadian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Martin Short,
Oh.
Canadian.
Wow.
Yeah.
I dated a Canadian for a little
You
bit. I
did?
did. I met him in where did I meet him? San Diego. I met him in San Diego.
Oh,
Oh,
whale's
right.
vagina.
And a whale's vagina.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he, you know what? Like you meet somebody and of the other sex, and you go, you kind of have the same face as me. Like this is what I would
Oh.
look like in a male virgin. I'm
And
gonna
we
have to
are
fuck
not
you.
the same person.
And have you ever
Catch up.
met your doppelganger
And wanted to have sex with him?
in a male form?
And wanted to have sex
No.
with him?
Yes, because you have to. This would be like this is having sex with me if I was a guy.
Nope.
Yeah,
Never felt
met
that.
him. Yeah.
Wow.
I would
I
say his
love
name,
that-
but I don't know if he listens. So you
Because
know,
a lot of Mari's suitors listen to our podcast.
Do they actually?
When she was on dating apps and like fresh in the
Yeah.
pile of single, she like had all of her podcast information on her Bumble profile. And so I was like, God, a lot of
Which this is a podcast for the girlies, I feel like. Is it not?
Yeah.
No, it is. But like, we have a lot of straight guy friends that are like, it's so funny to like listen
good.
to women being like really funny and goofy and
It is
say
nice.
fuck a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for the girls, but it's
for everyone.
for
Yeah.
everybody.
But I get what you're saying, but that's funny that you'd put all of your information in there and be like, go check out what I
check
have to
out.
say. I'm going to talk about you after our date.
Yeah. If it's weird, I'm
Yes.
going to talk about it.
Yeah. And so does the guy, we're not saying
We
anything
don't know.
because does he know though that he looks like you and that you had sex with him because of that?
I don't think we ever talked
You don't.
about it, like spoke about it.
Let's
that we
not.
kind of look the same.
That's
Maybe
so funny.
because he was so attracted to me. Like I was on the boardwalk somewhere in San Diego and we passed each other and we just connected. Our eyes went like this. And
Movie
he
stuff.
was like, I have to come talk to you. I have to talk to you.
And then you guys just had sex?
Thought, that's my doppelganger as a female. And
I
I'm gonna
think so,
fuck
but
her.
I don't think we ever spoke about it.
And then what
Should you
happened?
reach out to him and ask?
Yeah.
I see him now and I'm like, oh, now you look like one of my uncles. Because he's older.
Oh.
Wait, was this
Because
a
it's
lot
been like 15,
follow
20
him or
years. And I'm like,
something.
oh, you look
Okay.
like one of my family
Okay,
members.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
like follow him or something?
Yeah.
Does he? But he doesn't live here.
He still lives in Canada. Yeah. So I went to Montreal a bunch.
Oh,
I
great
went
spot.
skiing in Mount Tremblant.
Oh, Samesies.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't go skiing. I went snowboarding there too. And it's like the cutest, you feel like you're in Europe.
Oh my God.
Wait,
yeah,
it's
it's
Whistler's
precious.
in Canada, isn't it?
Whistler. Whistler.
Whistler.
What is Whistler?
Whistler.
It's me whistling and then saying lur.
Can you? Oh,
You don't know
see, damn.
bodysuit?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Um, I was having a sports massage the other day
Oh.
and she was like having my leg up like this
Yeah.
and my lip was fully out. And she was like getting up
There's
here.
your
And I
tip.
could feel the air. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
know she sees it. And I literally didn't care at all.
Well, yeah.
I was like, you've probably seen it all.
Oh, is it? I thought we used the same girl.
Robin?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with Robin. She was fully booked. So I went with this girl, Summer, who was incredible.
Oh, Summer is Narnar too.
Oh,
Wait,
she
but
don't
you
fuck
keep your
around.
bodysuit on though during it?
No. I had undies on.
Oh,
and that
okay.
went up. It was like fully,
Yeah.
I call it a
Live out.
veggie, like
Yeah.
a vagina wedgie.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.
Was it uncomfortable though?
Like I was, I mean, I was definitely like, oh, there's a breeze.
Yeah.
So she could see. But it was dark. And I was like, I had Wicked on. So I was like, just,
Summer doesn't care.
yeah. I don't
Summer's
think,
seen all of it.
yeah. I feel like Summer doesn't, I feel like
No.
she was probably watching Wicked while like
Probably.
massaging my groin.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no shame in the masseuse's game.
No,
100% no.
Yeah.
Even
No.
ours, like what we do for a living, we've seen so
I've
many
seen so many
naked
vagina
bodies
lips.
and
Yeah.
people,
Oh, for
you know,
sure.
tits and
I think about that with spray tans. Like sometimes when I'm
Oh,
feeling
wow.
all insecure and pale in a spray tan, and then I'll say something and they're like, I don't even remember what the last girl's boobs look like. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you what my clients' bodies look like. It's a job.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like the same thing with the gynecologists. People shave for them and then like hide their undies, and the gynecologists are like,
we don't. It's fine.
Yeah.
it's almost weirder that you're shaving
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, like why
kinda
are you
weird.
doing that?
I know, but I feel bad when I haven't shaved and I like go like get a pedicure. I'm like, sorry, I didn't shave, and they're like, I don't give a fuck.
I've
Yeah.
also
I'm
seen
touching
your
your
pubic
feet.
hair and you're blonde.
Right.
I'm like, it's not like you're some Amazon woman, like with a big old.
I know, but you just feel like
Yeah.
I know. You
touch my
Yeah.
vagina, make it smooth.
Why are we made to feel like it has to be like this?
I don't know.
perfect little-
For
'Cause
who?
we're women.
They really don't care.
'Cause we're women.
But
Yeah.
the beautiful thing is the older we get, the more we're confident in our bodies. So
Oh,
we're
the
just
more I'm
like,
like, I'm
okay,
hairy.
being like, here's my lip hanging out. And I really
That's
don't
so
care at
true.
all.
That's so
You know?
true.
And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, we're
Everyone
gonna be 8
deserves
years
to
old.
fly.
Yeah.
We're going to be those women at the gym who are fully naked, just changing, just like
I'm
slapping
always
lotion
so
on
proud
their
of them.
bodies, just sitting on a
Yeah.
bench.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's always those women that don't
I think
give a
about like
fuck.
my mom when I was younger was that woman,
Yeah.
but like in front of like us because you
Yeah.
know you're kids, and I remember her just being just no fucks.
Yeah. My grandmother was
Slapping
like
on
that.
lotion
My grandma
and-
walked
Yeah.
around naked in front of me all the time.
Yeah.
I actually saw like some study that said like if you were raised around naked women, you just are built a little more confident than
Huh.
like somebody that was like
No,
a
I've
parent
Charlie
that
will be
hid all the
fine.
time. Yeah,
Not-
Charlie will be
I'm
fine.
always
Not me. I
naked.
was.
Yeah.
I have body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
I'm
I
where'd
don't know
that
if-
come from?
That probably came from being on TV.
Well, no, it came from dancing.
Oh, it came from dance. The art of dance. Damn
Oh
it.
man,
The art of dance.
the ballet studio. I've said this on my podcast a million times, but obviously this is a new podcast, so I always feel like I'm repeating myself. But then I'm like, your audience is different than mine. I'm allowed to repeat myself.
The 200 people that listen to ours.
Yeah.
Bless you. What do you guys call them? Do you have names for them?
No, we don't. Help.
Oh, okay. I'll
Oh,
think of something because you gotta because I always talk to my vinos like into the camera. I'm like, I love you guys, and you guys need names for your 200 because those are some.
for our 260 followers.
That's cute.
Listen, we're brand new, Kaitlyn. We started like 3
Oh,
months
she
ago.
doesn't care.
Don't
Yeah, I
care.
know.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
we know.
love it.
Step 1, podcasts are hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a big job.
Boy, did you get in at the right time.
I definitely
Holy
got in at the
shite.
right time, but the amount of times I repeat myself, I'm like, people are probably so sick. I'm sick of hearing my own stories because I'm like, I've already talked about this a million times, which is what I don't even remember what I was going to say. I've talked about this. In the dance studio, we would literally all line up and compare each other's bodies. And like, I'd be like, oh, I wish I had your boobs and your hips, but my this, like, and we'd all pick what we want of each other's bodies.
Oh,
and then it was like ballet. So like,
oh, man.
they would tell you the tinier you are, the more successful you'll be.
Oh.
And yeah,
They would say that like the instructors.
Oh, yes. Oh, I knew ballet dancers that would eat cotton balls to make themselves feel full but not eat calories.
Like Buddy the Elf.
Yeah.
Like My Strange Addiction.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you remember when Buddy the Elf ate
Yeah.
cotton balls at the doctor's office?
And then he like pulls out one behind the ear. Yeah.
Wait, that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's so messed up when I look back on it. And then I remember reading a magazine that said like what Julianne Hough eats in a day. And it was probably like not true. And maybe she was like training for something. And it was like one day I ate this, but they take it and copy and paste for a Cosmopolitan magazine. And I remember I was like 23 maybe. Was she in the spotlight then? I just remember her name specifically. And it was like she had 4 almonds and an orange for like lunch. And I was like, okay,
I guess that's my diet too
yeah,
now.
but I couldn't because I love food, but I would try so hard. And it was just, yeah. But now I'm like, the older I get, the more I'm like, let my lip hang out. And
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still having a burger and my lips out. So.
Yeah.
and I do. And it's so funny because
at the same time.
Yeah,
it's like I'm more like I still have the body dysmorphia, but I'm like aware of how crazy it is. Like I'm able to like look in the mirror and be like, and then I'm like, nope,
Nope.
nope, we don't do that.
No, we don't do that
We
anymore.
don't do that.
We don't do that anymore.
And I talk to myself like a child. We don't do that, Kaitlyn.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
So I'm like, there's that.
Do you have a healthy
it's also your
relationship with food
child
now?
that's
Oh yes.
Yeah.
My relationship with food is great now.
Yeah. It takes a while to come back from that though.
It does.
It's really fucked up. It's like
And I know there's always like different layers and levels of like how severe something was. Like I never took it to a place of like I always called it disordered eating, not an eating disorder because I like really suffered from dysmorphia, but I never starved myself and I have a puke phobia. So I never had, but I know so many girls and friends I grew up dancing with or friends in like just who have been honest with me about things who have had that. And I'm like, I could see how that would be such a slippery slope because I was like on the edge of getting there and then I got help. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so tough.
yeah.
Sorry,
No.
what else?
I mean,
It's just so
I
crazy.
understand it because I'm in the gym all the time.
Yeah.
So I see I'm looking at my body in a mirror
yeah.
5 to 6 days a week. So
Yeah.
the minute like I start shifting or changing a little bit, I'm like, oh
You
my God, I
notice.
feel gross. I
Yeah.
feel this and that. And
Yeah, but I
hard
feel
on
like
myself.
yeah, maybe, but I feel like you'll go like during the holidays or something. You're like, I haven't worked out in like 3 weeks. I just got to get back in. But you're not like,
3 weeks
beating
is way
yourself
too
up.
long, bro. No.
well, but like whatever your
Yeah.
thing is, you're not like, it doesn't seem outwardly. It doesn't seem like you're like
No.
crazy about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big
You kinda,
deal.
like,
Just get
forgive
back
your-
on the horse.
I
Yeah.
do. I forgive myself, but I'm still hard on myself.
Oh,
I'm
same.
still hard on myself.
But
Like I forgive, you know.
That's something that I'm really learning how to do is be two things. Like I'm extremely confident. I'm also extremely insecure.
Yeah.
And that's like, okay, I'm hard on myself, but I
Mhm.
also give myself so much grace.
Yeah.
Like it's so
they can
confusing.
all live in
Yeah,
the
it
same
is very
place.
confusing.
It's so contradicting and so confusing, but it's real. So I'm like, and I did the same thing because I couldn't work out for my eye surgery. So I was like,
Oh,
2
we gotta
weeks
dive
of
into that.
yeah.
Mhm.
This is a good segue for you.
Yeah.
I'll just tee it up for you. I couldn't work out for 2 weeks because of it. And then Pino slipped my eye back open. My dog did a paw. And so the eye, I was like Rocky, like it was like
Oh,
bleeding and
shit.
hanging.
Oh,
And I was like,
man.
"Bleh." And so I had to get it restitched. So I couldn't work out for an extra however many days. And I realized how hard that is on my mental health. I was like,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that moving my body was such a important part of my routine. Like I
Yeah.
did and I didn't, but I was like, I always call it mimicking. I know when I'm depressed, but the feelings were mimicking depression when I wasn't actually depressed. Again, another confusing thing that everybody feels.
Yes.
And so I realized, it's not working out. And then I was like, just get back at it.
Yeah, get back at it.
The second you do one, you're like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
But I love what we just said. Like, everything can live in literally the same place. Like, it's not like
3 things can.
I'm so confident every single day. Like, for the most part, I am. Right. But then I have moments where I'm like, oh God, I feel really bad about my. It's little waves of everything.
People will ask me sometimes, like, where's your confidence come from? I'm like, you should have seen me yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like a puddle on the floor crying about my body dysmorphia and like feeling like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And then the next day I'm like, I'm crushing it.
Yeah, it's complicated and nothing is black or white. It's very many shades of gray.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And you gotta, give yourself a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
A little bit of grace.
As long
as you come out on the other side.
Yeah.
As long as you, that's like
seeking light and staying strong and resilient. And
I totally let myself too in like, I was feeling so guilty and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing anything and I'm not moving off the couch. And I was like, bitch, that's what Christmas is. Like,
my God,
the time
that's what
between
Christmas
and I'm like, that's the perfect time to get an eye surgery.
That's the perfect time to get a surgery.
Yeah.
Or a peel. Or a fucked up laser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like somewhere we can just hide and do nothing.
Yeah.
Eyes look great, by the way.
Know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who did them?
You're going to laugh. And you, like, when I told this girl who's just on my podcast, she was so funny. I was like, yeah, I'm going in Nashville. She was like, Nashville? You're going to get plastic surgery in Nashville? And she was like, who is it? I'm like, Dr. Klippenstein.
No.
And she went,
no.
That's a made-up doctor. Don't go.
No.
But her name is Dr. Klippenstein. I think she was born to do clipping of the eyelids.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a perfect name. How
Isn't
does
it perfect?
that even work out like that?
I don't know, but I laughed so hard when I first heard it. I was like, you're shitting me,
Wait,
Dr.
who told you about Klippenstein?
Elizabeth. Because that was Elizabeth's world before she got into injections.
Plastic surgery?
No, like eyes specifically, eye surgery.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you just got this done too, right?
Yeah. So
oh my God, they look so good. I can't wait to do your makeup on Sunday. I can't fucking wait.
Okay, but there's bumps from the scars still. So we have to
I'll be gentle, but I'm still going to beat you to the gods.
Oh yeah, beat me to the gods. And they're not sore. There was on a scale of 1 to 10
your
of
eyes
pain.
look so good.
It was 0.
Pain-wise?
0 pain. I'm
Afterwards,
not.
You were fine.
Totally fine. And again, this is like a gray area of how I feel about sharing things because I'm such an open book. And I'm like, I'm not going to not tell you, like, everybody's like, why does your face look different? Like before I even had the surgery. And I'm like, well, because
really
I did Botox,
you.
because I did filler, because I changed this, because I like learned how to contour. And so with the eye surgery, I was like, I should take a week off social media, just not tell anybody, which would have been great. But then I was like, no, I'm not going to come back and people be like, what did you look rested? Like, I want to share my experience, but I don't ever want somebody to be like, oh shit, I wasn't insecure about that till you just talked about it. And now I want to get that eyelid surgery. I'm always scared I'm going to like bring out an insecurity for somebody else that is my own.
You're not responsible for that, Kaitlyn.
You're not.
You're right.
You're not.
You're right.
You do you. Whatever you need to do to make you feel good about yourself and confident.
I love the results. I can't believe how easy it was. I can't believe how pain-free it was. I love a little go to sleep medicine. I've only had it 2 other times, one wisdom tooth and when I froze my eggs, and they were like, you don't have to be put under. And I was like,
actually, I prefer it.
I would actually like a good nap.
Wait, you don't have to be put under? That's kind of cool too. What are they? What?
I think they would obviously heavily sedate you.
Yeah.
But it's like it took 15 minutes.
What?
And it's a laser. Like it's
that's
so
it?
People are like,
what's the price range on that?
Yeah, can
it's
we
about
go get matchies?
Yeah, no, seriously, because I saw.
You leave her hanging?
I know.
I saw Elizabeth talk about it afterwards, and she said
that was rude. That was very un-Canadian.
It was very not Cynthia and Ariana Grande.
I know.
Sorry, go on.
But she said if you go like this, if you can do this, and you see your skin kind of fold, then you're a perfect candidate, or it's
because it can be like mine wasn't.
Do I do it?
Right there, hold on. No, yours is actually pretty tight. See,
no,
you see, yes. Watch mine. No. Watch. See?
No. What am I looking at?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm getting it, no matter what anybody says.
So am I.
It's honestly, if it's severe enough, like my stepdad could definitely get it covered by insurance because does affect his vision.
Yes.
So some people can get it covered. And then for mine, it's like, it wasn't too serious. So they barely took anything. So like my healing was easy because of that. There was probably less pain because of that.
Okay.
Because I didn't really need it done. I just really wanted to get it done.
Exactly.
And
Right.
I love it. Yeah. But it was $3,400.
No, it's not bad at all.
Bye-bye. See you
not-
later.
Not bad at all.
Let's wrap
And
it
now
up.
all of your
I'm going to go get a
eyeshadow's
quick.
going to go on so smooth.
Oh,
Then,
I'm
like
really
your wing
like when that
liner.
$3,400? Bye.
I think maybe even less, maybe 3,200. Yeah,
Klippenstein.
Klippenstein. Yeah, use discount code. No, don't ever use a discount code or something like that.
What was the thing? Groupon.
Groupon.
Yeah.
That's what the girl. I had Brittany Furlan. Do you know who that is?
Like,
She's
sounds
married to
familiar.
Tommy Lee.
Oh, yes. I saw her on your podcast. She got great eyeballs. Has
She
done
was
it?
no, and
No, she was telling you to not do it.
yes, and she
So
was the
sorry,
one that
Brittany.
was like
Kindly go fuck yourself.
Klippenstein. What was it? A fucking Groupon? That's what she said. It was so funny. She's
Also,
hilarious.
I'd like to stand up for the people in Nashville that actually do a really wonderful job.
No, there's amazing. Are you
There's
kidding me?
amazing people here. It's a big city. Please stop.
honestly, there's so many celebrities here. Nashville does Hollywood better
Yeah.
than Hollywood sometimes.
Yeah.
There's people out here that are
We're not
Qualified.
Delaware people.
I know. Stop treating us like Mississippi. It's not it. It's not right.
We're a hub. We're like a major
a major
hub.
hub.
Yeah,
Delta flies in and out of here.
I know.
Okay?
I could go from
Correct.
the BNA to Ireland. So
Yeah.
back off.
The whole kid
Got
that
great
lives like
plastic
right
surgeons.
there.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, relax.
Easy.
Just because her name's Klippenstein
Just
doesn't.
'cause her name is
I actually feel better about it.
Yeah, I
I
feel
would
good about
too.
it.
Yeah.
Jewish, female.
I don't think Jewish, maybe German.
I think
Oh,
German.
it's a Klippenstein.
Ah, yes.
Klippenstein.
You have good accents.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
prides
that's-
herself
I
on
lived
it.
in Germany for
Yeah.
like 6 months and I still can't. I'm like, I know
Why
how
did
to.
you live in Germany?
I know how to ask. Can he haben einmal mal Bier bitte? Like, just like give me a beer. That's all I know how to
Give me
say.
a beer.
Give me one more beer,
What'd you
please.
do in Germany for
Can
6
I have
months?
a
Canadian hockey player boyfriend who played hockey there. Yeah.
I think I kind of remember you telling me you
Hockey
dated a
players are
Canadian.
hot.
Yeah. The hot douchebags.
Hot.
Actually, I don't think he was a douchebag. I think he was a good one.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But I couldn't
We
live in
wish you
Germany.
well. Oh, okay.
What did you
Yeah.
do when you were over there?
Alright.
Just kind of just like
Nothing.
Yeah, just ask for beer.
Literally nothing. I drank
You're wasted 'cause
beer.
that's all you
I
can
literally
say.
drank beer and ate pretzels and didn't gain 1 pound. Like it was
Interesting.
amazing for 3
Clean.
weeks and then very depressing. So I was like, I have no friends and I can't speak the language and like
That's
this isn't,
tough.
yeah, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it was
super tough.
but
it
a
was
cool
not fun.
experience. I mean,
great experience. I didn't understand how cool the experience was until I got older because I was 27, I
Oh,
think,
yeah, you didn't care.
and I was just like, poor me.
Yeah.
And I like didn't. I could have explored way more
Sure.
Europe. I
Museums.
could have just like
dude, you
figured
could've
shit
gone
out.
on a train and went and just like
Yeah, I
went
didn't.
all over.
Oh.
You know what I
Europe.
would do? I would put on workout clothes and pretend when he came home that I had done a workout, but really I was just sleeping. I turned into a liar. I played Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty
No,
every day.
I don't
That's
believe you.
Amazing.
That's
Swear to
You were
God.
you were
so
like
un
this
you.
for like 8 hours.
I-
And he was like here, and then he was like, oh,
Talking
20
to
minutes, he'll be
German,
home.
fighting German children.
With a headset. I was like, I don't know what you're saying, but fuck you.
You're going down.
And then the German on the other end is like, I'm like, I don't know if you're yelling at me or flirting with me because this language
very
is very confusing.
Oh
my
my
God,
god,
that's
your
so funny.
alarm goes off and it's like Lululemon time.
Yeah.
Okay, hello. Yeah.
Well, he would join me for the Call of Duty part.
Oh, okay, okay.
But then he'd go on the road and for like playing games, and I would just sit there and like get greasy. Like I was gross. I was
Yeah, that's
gross.
why gamers can't get pussy.
Well, I was getting the dick still, but
Well,
but I
I think that's different. But
because I faked it.
Well,
I
you
was like,
get
no, I'm not gross.
you
Yeah,
get
I'm not
like
gross.
stuck in the video game world and like you can't stop. I think it's definitely an addiction.
It's a total addiction.
Yeah.
And I would like try and get my kill to death ratio down and like order what is it?
You're talking to the wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
never-
a gamer
Okay.
at all.
I have Super Mario Kart
I
and Mortal
love
Kombat,
this,
but
though.
that's it.
I
Yeah.
can see you just.
I
sitting there.
can't.
loved it.
I
Yeah.
can't
Duty.
see you.
love
I
it
even
so
got
much.
Call of Duty. I got a PS5 when I moved to Nashville and got Call of Duty, and I used to kill zombies like when I moved to Nashville. Like this wasn't even that long ago.
Cool.
That
Yeah.
seems fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's still in my cupboard.
Yeah,
If
AJ
you wanna come
plays
over
video
one day.
games with one of his best friends who like lives in a different state.
What
so they
game
can,
do
like,
they play?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just turned off by like my guy I dated a bunch of years ago, his roommate was a big gamer and he just would not come out of his bedroom. And he always had like liters of Mountain Dew.
Ew.
You know? And like a carpal tunnel bracelet.
Oh, he probably had like a catheter.
Yeah, like you just, and it just grossed
did he just
me out
pee
so
in bottles
much,
and like
much,
not go to the bathroom?
That's
Yikes.
so weird.
Yeah.
That's next level.
That's next level.
Yeah,
that's unattractive.
Yeah.
That's like gaming once in a while is cute, but Mountain Dew, you lost me at Mountain Dew.
Yeah, you lost me at like you have a special chair to sit in. You've lost
That's like
me.
my nephew has that, and I'm like, yeah, you should. You're 12.
Yeah,
like
12.
a grown ass man.
No.
Sit again. Not going to yuck your yum, but that's not attractive.
I mean,
to
I
me.
was in my 20s. Yeah, not going to yuck your yum. Like whatever.
Yeah. But to me personally, that's unattractive.
I would never. I would never. You're a loser. So sorry. No
Except
judge.
that
No
probably
judge.
would have been me.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. It's
I'm not
hard
judging
work
you,
out for me.
but you're a loser.
If I can't tell if it's piss or Mountain Dew, it's a big problem.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's why he did the Mountain Dew, is so he could pee in the bottles.
Hundo
Smart.
Sundo.
That's so
You know what? I'll give
bizarre.
him a little credit
bit
for that
credit
one.
for that.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give you 2 points.
yeah, 2
out
points.
Of 107. 2 points.
107,000.
Loser. Yeah, you could never get one of us.
Except probably Kaitlyn in her 20s.
No, us in our 20s.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Not us now.
No. Now
We're
I
like-
want like somebody
Unless
that.
I'm really drunk.
No, yeah,
I don't
you
know.
know what?
I'm like newly single, so I was like,
You're like, it's-
sometimes I revert back to my 20s.
I have night blindness,
Yeah.
so I can't fully see what you look like.
Wait, you know that Doechii song?
Oh, so good.
When she's like, "No, it's I'm not doing drugs. It's a plant. I'm not an addict. I mean, look,
Bro.
I like pills. I like drugs.
Yeah.
I like eating
Oh
strippers.
my-
I like to fuck." I'm like,
I
yes.
need to learn every word to that song because
love
it
Doechii so
slaps
much.
so
It
I
hard.
know,
so
I know
hard.
every word. To
I
that
was
song.
just
I'm a
so jealous.
black
Yeah.
bitch. Purple.
And at the end, she's
purple,
like,
cunt.
Oh, I know. I'm
We love you, Doechii.
really obsessed with Doechii. I'm really like.
I was just introduced over Christmas break by my cousins,
Oh.
and I was like, "What is this song? Is
She's
fire."
I
She's
feel like
like-
she's gonna take the game over.
Yeah, she's the new like Nicki Minaj.
She's kind of like Eminem and Nicki Minaj put
yeah,
together.
but like,
sprinkled with Tribe Called Quest. I don't know if you guys remember.
oh
who
wow,
they are.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Sick.
shit,
Like old
good
school,
sprinkle.
like the tight, the like talkie rap
Yeah,
shit with like like theatrical shit.
Yeah, you're right. It's really I always think that too. I'm like, God, I would hate if people said to, like, that's the new Kaitlyn Bristowe. I'd be like, bitch, what?
No, there's only one me.
Yeah, there's only
I'm
don't
sure
you
no
dare.
artist likes to be compared to any artist, but that's how we describe.
that. Yeah, I'm like,
That's why there's
I don't
genres.
think Nicki Minaj
Exactly.
is listening to the podcast, and we'll get her feelings hurt from me.
I think she's listening to our podcast. Now.
I always
She's
say
one of our
that.
200 viewers. Definitely.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
I always say that when
Too
people
bad.
say for my podcast, like, well, and then if she's listening, I'm like, I guarantee you she's not.
not listening.
It's like some big celebrity, like, well, if they're listening or hear this, I'm like, they don't.
They're not.
My podcast does well, and they're not. You're gonna be fine.
I know. I wonder what podcasts like big celebrities listen to, or like they're just too.
Probably Mel Robbins.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
How was that?
Honestly, better
she was
than
just in Nashville.
No, she was in LA. I flew to
you did
LA,
it. Oh, okay.
and
I
I
would
was
do the
so
same thing.
mad about the studio though, because I was like, I wanted it to be my cute new studio, and like
I want to come see it.
I want it to be a big, bright, like nice, beautiful, like room with like
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
It was this brown room, and I was like, sorry, but you know, it's about the conversation, and it was the best conversation I think I've ever had on a podcast. Like, she's just exactly what you would hope for, and then like a little more badass than you would think.
Ugh.
Like, she was like, you know, she swore, and she like told her like rock bottom story about how she was like an alcoholic and doing pills, and like then she was $800,000 in debt
Holy
and needed to
shit.
pull herself out, and she did this theory that she made up called like 5 4 3 2 1, and she would just get up and do what like she was dreading and just count down and go. And now I do that all the time. Like,
That's good.
yesterday I had a workout at 7:45 a.m. in the 27-degree weather, and I was like 5 4 3 2 1, just go, and you
Yeah.
get up and go, and you're like, I'm like, thank you, Mel. But yeah,
Oh, I like
podcasting
that.
with
I
Melissa.
like
like
that.
that.
Is it a quick 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Or could you be like
You can do
5?
whatever,
Is it like a spaceship
Is
countdown?
it like
like maybe just
4?
nothing longer than a Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
otherwise you could be like 5 minutes
Yeah.
and then count
And
2
then
seconds.
count.
4.
No pressing the snooze, man.
Yeah, no pressing the
9.
snooze.
Damn, she was in $800,000 debt.
Yeah.
She would have been
From pills?
recruited.
I don't know what. No, they lost. They tried to start a business and it did well, and they tried to like get ahead of
Who's
themselves.
they?
Her husband,
Oh.
and they're still together.
Cute.
Yes, but I mean, go listen to the podcast Off the Vine.
Yes, Off the Vine, guys. Kaitlyn talked to Mel Robbins.
Wild.
It was really
like what?
It was a really like magical moment for me because about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, whenever I was going through like a little pre-breakup and post-breakup, I was like, I just feel so called to get more spiritual and like more into like mental health and more into like having people on my podcast that actually make me like my cup full.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I like having the reality stars and I like all that. It's fun. And obviously they do well for the downloads and everything. But I'm like, I want to fill my cup more and like have more meaningful conversations. So to get Mel Robbins, I was like, you were my dream guest.
That's so
it was
crazy.
Really cool.
Amazing.
Well, congratulations.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of myself on that one.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Growth is such a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It was honestly, it was the same day that I did Chelsea Handler's podcast, or Chelsea Handler came on my podcast.
Wait, when does that one come out?
Honestly, I'm like, I want to call her and be like, I sucked. Like, I was so intimidated by her. It's coming out for her 50th birthday. Because that's when her new book is coming out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I look up to her so much and I just like respect the shit out of her. And I think I was like mentally a bit drained from Mel Robbins' podcast because I took so much in. And then to jump into like what I thought I would be funny with her, but I think I was just like, I'm intimidated and I don't have much on my brain right now. And I just felt like I'm so insecure about that podcast.
Well, here's the thing about funny people. They don't have to be funny all the time.
Well, yeah, and I didn't want her to feel
and her
like
podcast isn't funny all the time.
True.
You know? So
sometimes she gives out some great advice.
Yeah, it's definitely like a different side of Chelsea. So it's not.
Well, and I have to understand that that's like, I'm so grateful that she even took the time to come to me because she has, the crazy, whatever she wants to do, she can do.
Yes.
And so I'm like, I have to remember that
she doesn't do anything she doesn't want to do. So just
and
feel good in that. Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, I wanted to walk out and be like, we're best friends now. And then I was like, I don't think I blew it.
No.
But I'm also
sure
very,
you're being hard on yourself
I'm
and you're
so
overthinking.
hard on myself.
Yeah.
Where with Mel Robbins, I was like, I mean, I could just let her talk. I didn't even have to say much because she just is full of like these one-liners and wisdom and knowledge and just beautiful things. And I just sat there and was like, she was incredible.
I'm going to take a deep dive into her.
Yeah, you have to.
What a story, though.
It's like a nice rabbit hole. You know how rabbit holes can get scary on the internet?
And then at the end, you're like believing that fake snow is real and aliens are.
Yeah. And like pigeons are part of the government.
Sounds like she would have been recruited for Squid Games.
Who?
Have you guys not watched Squid Games?
No, of course. But who would
Mel
be
Robbins. Her story sounds like she would have been recruited for Squid Games.
They would have been like, you're in debt. Do you want to fight for your life to try and win $75 million or whatever the prize is?
Yeah.
But you probably are going to die.
But you're probably going to die. 99.9%.
I'm in it right now. I'm in Squid Games right now.
Oh, I started the first episode of the next season. Wow. Yeah. It is crazy.
I have to turn the
everyone dies.
I gotta read it. I can't. I have to do subtitles with it.
I really want them to come out with a series. Do you guys read?
No, I can't.
I
listen.
Oh, have you done A Court of Roses and Thorns?
No.
Oh,
if it's on Audible, I'll listen to it.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, then
it's like a sci-fi, like Beauty and the Beast almost style, but gets really sexy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
hot.
I never thought I would be into this book. And then I had to push myself because it's a 4-book series or 5. And everyone's like, just get through the first book and you'll be hooked. And on chapter 16, I was like, I can't do it. I've gotten 16 chapters in and I can't. Chapter 17, I was like, what? I'm in. It was so good.
That's a lot. That's a lot of chapters.
Yeah.
Until it got really good.
A lot.
That's a lot of like, you're like, I got.
And it took me like.
Is it the final season? I really love the show.
It honestly took me like 4 months to get to chapter 16. And then once I got there, and now I want them to make a movie or a series about it so bad. But I was like, I'm officially a book nerd. Like, that's one of those books where you're like, it's so
I'm gonna join a book
unbelievable.
Club.
Yeah. It's kind of like Game of
Yeah.
Thrones in a book.
Cool.
But romantic, more romantic, less gory. But there's still gore. It's crazy. It's a journey.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
like
on audio.
The Mountain Is You.
Yeah. Oh.
The subtle art and how not to give a fuck kind of girl when it comes
That's
to books.
what. Yeah. Same self-help or like nonfiction.
I'll give you a book that will change your life, and it has to be audio because reading it is so overwhelming. I forget.
Okay.
Oh, I think I've read that book before.
Yeah. No, I know
I've
that
read
book.
that
I read
book.
it
Oh,
every-
I forget. Oh, yeah. I've read that a couple times.
Yeah.
I have to
think I
find
wrote it.
Yeah.
Book.
Have you ever read Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance
Do it.
No.
That's a really good one.
Oh no, I have.
That was the last book that I read.
Okay. Oh, see, I have The Mountain. That is you.
Oh, The Mountain is you.
Mountain is you. It's so good.
I can
so good.
only read
listen to The Mountain.
nonfiction.
Okay, you should listen to The Mountain is You.
Oh, A New Earth. Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart Tolle?
Yes.
Okay. Does he narrate it though? Because I can't. His voice just drives me nuts.
What's the
So
matter
this
with
is
his
what I've
voice?
heard.
Go ahead, do an impression.
No, it's a
me-
very thick accent.
Give me something.
Like when you go down to the water.
So your physical body, which is form, reveals itself as essentially formless when you go deeper into it.
I started falling in love with his voice, Taryn. That was good. Really good. Yeah. Really good.
You're like, speed it up, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God.
Oh, see, and after at first I was like, how am I going to do this? And then after time, I love his voice, and now I find it comforting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just feel like an asshole when I'm like, that's probably his accent.
Yeah.
It's probably his accent. And also it's like Abraham Hicks. Like she has a certain inflection when she speaks.
Yeah.
It's just they are who I feel like gurus like that are just like that.
Yeah.
So it's probably a
like
little
I
bit
trust him more because of that voice. Like I'm like, he's legit.
Did he write this book?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just like an audio.
No, he wrote the book,
voice.
and it's so deep, but it makes you really think.
He has another book,
Does he?
The Power of Now.
Oh, that's his book?
Yeah, Eckhart Tolle.
Oh, that's an oldie but a
Yes,
goodie.
it's very old, but it's like a
that's a great one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Protect Your Peace, I read.
Oh, that's
recently.
a good one too.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Trent Shelton.
I don't know. I never remember authors' names except for
That was a goodie.
Colleen Hoover.
Colleen Hoover?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
What? Have you never read the book? Why is my brain like this?
Brene Brown!
I'm like, it's my favorite book ever. It's called
Meatballs.
Verity. Verity?
Verity?
Verity with a V.
Verity. I was like, there. Okay.
You
Marry
have-
me.
Listen to that book.
Okay.
I've read it 3 times.
Oh, shit.
I'm obsessed. It's a great book.
Where I've never purchased an audio.
Oh,
Here. Rent a library card.
yep.
Download the library app. You can
Go
rent.
to the library.
Yeah,
Go to the library.
get a card.
It's
Then-
honestly a really fun feeling is going to the library and getting a card.
Then
You
they'll
feel like a
give
kid.
you a card. Then you download the library app and you can check out Audible books.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
On
I have a library right down the road from
Yeah.
me.
There you go.
I've never been to that. I haven't been to a
I mean,
library.
unless you want to pay
I went the other
$20
day.
every time you want to read a book.
I'm
Yeah.
getting a library
I
card.
love going to the library.
It's really cute.
Yeah,
It's cute.
it's really cute. Yeah.
So cute.
So cute.
So I just got, okay, great. Okay,
And also
cool.
Charlie can do it, and then she can like download on her iPad. She can
Yeah.
download books if she wants to listen to them.
Sick.
Yeah, cute.
Great. I love it.
Really
Yeah.
cute.
Look at us.
Such little nerds.
Look at us.
Like, look
I
at
love being
us.
a nerd.
Books.
I love
Books.
being a nerd.
My
Did you
toes
guys?
are freezing
Is
right
your I know I'm.
It's chilly in
They're
here.
about to fall off.
I'm like
half
priding
dead.
myself on being Canadian, and I'm like,
Well, we tried to put the heater by as
So
close
sorry.
to you as possible. Did you talk to Chelsea about books? Because that bitch reads more than
Really?
anyone I've ever known.
I
Besides Reese. Her and Reese are
Oh yeah, because I always read Reese's top like book
Yeah.
choices.
they're like a book a month, 2 books a month kind of.
I
They're
that's my
wild.
goal is to read a book a month, but
My mom's like that.
Smart
my
people.
ADHD is
Yeah.
too severe for that.
Oh, right. I can't physically read because I go, what did I just I don't even remember.
Dude, my
what
mom
the
I
can
do
read
that
a book
too.
in like 2 days.
I do that too.
Ugh,
Like
I
not like
can't.
she whizzes through books.
If I
so
actually
hard.
put my phone somewhere else
Mhm.
and like have the TV off and like get in the zone, I can pay attention. But if my phone's near me or if something's going on the TV or I have something to do, like my brain, I have to be in a very specific zone to read a book
Yeah.
because otherwise I'll do the same thing.
Hmm.
But once I'm in a book, you can't get me out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's one of the best feelings.
See, I need readers.
I want that. I miss that.
Oh, cute.
and I'm trying to postpone it.
No, don't. You'll strain your eyes more.
Well, that's why I'm not reading right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
For the past
Hey,
25
you know
years.
what? When I do something really stupid, people say you're going to regret that in the morning. So I sleep till noon because I'm a problem solver.
That's it.
Boom.
That's it.
Boom.
That's
Fuck you, Mel
Drop
Robbins.
that
Kaitlyn
title to
Bristow's in the house. Oh, that felt really wrong to say. Fuck you, Mel Robbins.
I'm joking. I feel like she's fine. She's funny. If she's listening,
Yeah, but watch. I'll I'll somehow promote this episode, and then news highlight will be like, Kaitlyn said, "Fuck you, Mel Robbins" on a podcast. I'm like,
yeah,
because they never give context. It's just like the headlines, and then people are like,
yeah.
Kaitlyn's the worst.
Kaitlyn's the worst.
She's the worst.
She's the worst.
She's
I'm
been
like,
the
oh,
worst. Come
God.
on.
And I think they like
No,
doing
it's
it to
so
certain
stupid.
people because they know that I'll react, but not anymore.
Oh.
Let them.
Let them.
Let them.
Yeah.
Dude, and especially media, like people that just make up little stories.
I'm like, oh, Mel, how do you let them when you have to stand up for yourself? And she's like, that's when you say, let me. You can have your feelings, but let that. And I'm like, God,
Cool.
she's just the coolest. Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
2 words. Let them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Story.
Yeah.
Go do it.
My other good one, my girlfriend Whitney used to always say, so what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
So what's a good one too.
Yeah.
I
so
like
what
so
is
what.
good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I get wrapped up in like what somebody else is doing or something,
Yeah.
because it's hard not to.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? That literally has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
Why do I
so
even
what?
care? It's
Yeah.
not my concern.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
I always like,
Great.
you're not that cool and it's not that deep.
Yeah. You're not that cool.
Ow.
You're not that cool is a good one. And I need to say
Yeah.
that to myself sometimes because I'll be like, people are hating on me for that. And I'm like, you're not that cool.
You're not that cool. It's not that deep.
Cool. It's not
Yeah.
that deep.
It's actually not that deep.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah, let them. Like it.
What do you have coming up? Like what? Tell me.
I have something coming up that I still can't talk about.
Okay, well, tell me after.
Damn it.
I'll tell you after. I think
Is it Disney on Ice? Is that what you're doing now?
yes, I am Moana on ice. No, I have something really exciting coming up. I can't wait to talk about it, but I contractually cannot. But look forward to that when it happens. But no, I'm just really like excited because I just built a brand new podcast studio in my house. And
Lord.
you guys should come over and podcast because
Okay,
it's my new favorite thing
please.
to just have friends on.
Yeah, we want to drink wine.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I
drink wine.
meant to be like, tell her to bring wine, but I
I
forgot.
like to
So
be
we'll
like
come to
cozy
you.
inside, warm,
Cozy.
drinking
It's
wine.
very cozy
Okay.
and very warm.
Yeah,
and
unlike this.
and it's shelves of wine, so we're good.
Great.
But I think I'm just so excited to like actually be in a place where I am like, oh, you got to put in money to make money. Like I'm kind of,
yeah.
I've had this like scarcity mentality for so long with the podcast. And then I'm like, this is what you love to do the most. This is like, you want these big guests and you want to have these great deep conversations. Like put money into like having the best producer, to
Yeah.
having like a team, to having the
Yeah.
studio, to everything like, and so I feel like I'm doing that. I'm really excited about it in 2025. And I always do a word for 2025 instead of like a resolution.
Ooh.
And my word is freedom from certain things. Like I have a very free life. Like I get to do what I want, but
Yeah.
I want freedom from like the negative self-talk, or I want freedom from like caring about what this other person is doing and how it might affect me maybe one day. Like I just want to feel free from bullshit. And
Good.
I just feel like the podcast space is getting me excited.
Yes.
I
it's
get to
not
have
going
conversations I want to have instead
Yeah.
of like I just don't want to do that shit anymore where it's like, whose dick can I suck at Netflix to get this person as the first one to
Yeah.
get this exclusive? And I'm like, if I do, that's great. And I want to earn it. But I also like want to have conversations where I'm like, wow, I really took something away from that.
Yeah.
So that's,
Well, that and
That-
like creating
Yep.
a space that are attracting the right people towards
yes.
Well, and that's what happens when you remain your truth. You hold on to your truth and
Yes.
exactly what you want. This is what I want. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. And like that will open up.
you.
Well, and in
It's
the
like your
last,
vibe attracts your tribe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
in the last like 4 years, I feel like I've been like questioning what money means to me in a bad way. Like I was like, oh, I need money. I need this and I need this download and this. And then I'm not blaming it on the relationship, but I got out of like how that person thinks.
Yes.
And now I'm like, oh, no. I get to go back to like, oh, I attract what I want and what
Yep.
I crave in life, which is not what they want. Like it's
Yeah.
just so different
What
now.
matters to you?
And I
What
just feel
matters.
myself going back on the right path
Yeah.
and like aligning with the right things and people and and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there I am. I'm
There
back.
you are. You're
Yeah.
back.
And
I
then
got-
you
I
get
got a little
everything that you
lost.
wanted.
Yeah.
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 I'm just back on that path
Yeah.
and everything starts happening. And you're like, oh, okay. Happy to be back.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the reroute. But
yeah, appreciate the lesson.
Yeah,
I will let you go
took
with
the scenic
love.
tour.
And now I'm out.
I wish you peace and
Yeah.
happiness.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting me here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
nothing to do with you.
Ever again.
Yeah,
Do
say
it
that
ever again.
Yeah, literally ever again.
To the fucking
Yeah.
loop.
And I'm sorry I lost a bit of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
it's back
just
better than
happens.
ever now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
just
part of like
happens.
people pleasing too. You're like, yeah, this is what it's all part of that.
Everyone has to. Yeah, it's just that's so life.
Yeah.
It's so life.
That's so.
I love
Raven.
that though. That's a good freedom. That's a good word for 2025. I think I want my word to be abundance.
I like abundance.
Always a good word.
Pizza.
Pizza?
No, I don't know.
I was like, deep.
Dick.
Pizza.
You're not that cool. Oh, dick?
Yeah.
Good word for you.
It's a great word.
Pizza and dick.
Pizza and dick.
Great.
Hey, I'm not mad at that for
I'm not
2025
mad at
for
that.
you.
That's it. There we go. Those are my 2 words. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, as you should. That's great.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, not that
Perfect.
cool and it's not that deep.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. There. That's
Perfect.
I want to create an art wall in my podcast studio because I say all the time, I'm like, I'll put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt, and then now it's going to be artwork on my wall.
I love that.
Not that cool, not that deep. And I'll put your name below it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Like have little Polaroids and people sign stuff. That'd be
that's-
so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah,
I
it's a
think so.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought about doing that. We thought about doing like a little
Polaroid wall.
mirror thing, but we're 4 months in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's
Just
so much
Yeah.
fun.
enjoy the
though.
ride.
I
It's
know.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Caitlin, like
This
you
is
know,
all we
like,
want to do.
Me too. And I think it's like kind of, why do I always do this? I always revert back to this one thought of how the hardest part of podcasting is like actually getting it to like putting up this and then the easiest part is just sitting down and actually talking.
Yeah.
Where I think about that with working out. The hardest part is like getting up and getting your shoes on. And then
Mhm.
once you're doing it, you're like, this feels so good. Why am I not doing this all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah.
Same thing with podcasting. And once you're in it, you're like, I love what I do.
Yeah.
Same thing with having sex. You're like, you just got to get in there and do it. And then once you're doing it, you're like, why am I not doing this more often? This feels great.
I know. I just was
Yeah.
tired. I had gas, so I just felt like I didn't want to.
I
but-
didn't shave.
I didn't shave.
Unless he's got a micro dick and you feel nothing.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
Yeah, but you know what?
One time.
I met a girl who I also have this, but not severe, but it's called vaginismus. And
Merry Christmas.
yeah, and she's a virgin because of it, because she literally can't so she was like, I kind of like the idea of a micropene.
Yeah.
She's like, that would be
Right.
good for
So
me.
she
Yeah.
has no entry. There's no.
There
just
is
not
entry.
very-
It's just
there's-
like
it's
she's
just
so
tight.
and it could be like
Oh,
for
that's a
me.
bummer.
For me, it's mental because
Yeah.
and we will really jump over this because it's dark and sad. But I had like a really negative experience with a guy who really forced things on me,
I'm
and when
so
I was
sorry.
like 17,
I'm
and
gonna
so
kill him.
Yeah, we hate him.
vaginismus to me is like mental, where I'm like I still do it. I was like the biggest slut of the Bachelor franchise. Like I have sex and I still have that, and every time it's like, and it's
Yeah.
I almost like my doctor recommended pelvic floor massages, and I was like, I can't because like I can't even have people put 2 fingers in because I'm like, like I freak out.
Yeah.
But it's a mental thing for me.
Ugh.
I can't relax.
And it's a physical thing for her. Or do you think it's mental for her?
I think both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think both.
Yeah. I think I knew somebody that had that because they would talk about how it's so painful having sex all the time.
It's
Or she would all
painful
the
for
time
me,
talk
but
about
once
how-
I get
Once
going,
you're in it, yeah,
yeah.
you're like, okay, this is good. Why don't
Especially
I do
with
this
somebody
more?
that you
But
trust,
it's
yeah.
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 Yes, exactly. If I can have that conversation with somebody before and be like, if I seem like I'm freaking out a little bit
Yeah.
at first, it's because I am.
It feels like the jaws of life are happening downstairs. They
But just-
are.
And then they're like, should I keep going? And I'm like, just go.
Go. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Stop taking it so slow. Jam that thing in there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And on that note,
And on that
follow Kaitlyn on Instagram.
I do talk about these things.
Jam
she
it in
does
there.
talk about- I know. I really do love like how open you are, literally about everything.
Yeah, you're
So I'm trying to
You're a
keep
breath
my
of fresh air.
dating
Yeah.
life and my house. Like people
Your-
are always like,
your
give me
address?
the house tour.
Yeah,
Well,
you're like,
an address and give me a house tour. And I'm like, I'm keeping that to myself. It's called my
Yeah.
inside treat. And so
Yeah.
my heart and my home are
you'll
right
give
now.
one when you sell this one.
yes.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like you never did a house tour on the other house.
I did, and I did it. And like I'm like, wow, that was really humble of me. I did it when it like wasn't finished and it was like shitty.
Oh.
And I was like, come check out my home.
and
I like gave everybody a tour. And then
what
it
a
was like
stunner
not-
though it is now.
Oh,
You're
it's
welcome to
gorgeous.
whoever buy it.
Yeah.
Bought it.
Can we say where the location? Like,
Yeah.
what area?
It was in the Hermitage.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
Yeah.
10 minutes from here.
Is that Hermitage?
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful home.
Yeah, it was a beautiful home. You did a great job with it.
Thank you.
And then see you later. Bye.
And see you later. Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
And see you later.
Congratulations. That's, I know.
It is that cool and it is that deep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There needs to be 2 shirts.
Front and back. Or we're inside out.
Yeah. I love that.
Well, I'm proud of you ladies for starting the podcast and doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you.
You know, yeah, I feel like I've talked about it for a long time and we've talked about it. It's just like
You're just meant to be on a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels right.
Big
It
or
feels
small.
good.
It feels
been,
right.
It's so great freaking guests.
Yeah.
We
It's just
have
all
so much
natural.
fun.
We do have so much fun.
And we just want like we want to get people in here and like talk about like silly things.
Yeah.
And
it can
obviously
go
if it
any
gets-
direction.
Yeah, but like we're just having so much fun.
But a lot of people can't do that. Like, so you should be proud of yourself for it's hard to carry a conversation,
Yeah.
especially when it's just like cameras and then you're just sitting. So you don't, it's not like you're at dinner and you can check your phone it's like present conversation and
Yeah.
keeping things going
I
and
actually
entertaining.
forget that
and
they're on now.
Same. Yeah,
Yeah,
me
same.
too.
Because
Me
the
too.
first couple, you could tell,
Yeah.
you know, this is like the 19th one,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
which is still not a lot
Yeah, no,
compared to
it's
what
not.
you've been doing.
Oh, well,
but-
I've been doing it for 8 years.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
so insane.
and
a
I
lot of
still
years.
have, and I still have moments where I'm like, I suck at this.
That's
No.
a lot of
But that's-
years.
You're
Every-
so wonderful.
Everyone thinks they suck at what they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be artists.
Exactly.
Or creative people.
Or
if we
creative
didn't.
people if
Yeah.
we didn't.
Yeah.
We're the hardest on ourselves.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah. You're not going to leave everyone going, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't perfection doesn't exist.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
we
and I
to
don't
be
want it.
perfect. Yeah,
No,
we don't want it to
we
be
don't want
I
that.
don't
We don't
want
want to be perfect.
Yeah.
No, thank
We want
you.
things to be a little
Yeah.
schnickle
What the fuck
fits.
did I just say?
Yeah.
I was stupid. I was an idiot.
Stupid.
I just
Yeah.
cringed myself really hard.
Oh my God, we do that all the time. It's so funny.
I do cringe myself
Yeah.
quite a bit. And then sometimes people will point it out and I'll be like, you're right on that one.
Yeah.
You're right. You're not
Yeah.
wrong. Thank
You're
you
not
so
wrong.
much for.
Yeah.
But thanks for telling me.
Like I got called, somebody told me I had eyebrow blindness.
What?
Not
You
too
have
long
great
ago.
brows.
And what?
You have great brows.
Okay. But
Show me the person that said this.
a lot of people, I opened up the door and people were like, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. And they were all, but,
Who's they?
but I'm not
Random
gonna,
people on the
okay,
internet.
but I'm not going to lie. I went in the mirror after and I was like, I had gotten a little too much Botox after my eye thing because I was like, well, load me up now. And then I didn't need it. And I think it was kicking in more right here. And so my eyebrows sometimes, like when I get the Botox,
Oh.
and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I got to get it.
Yeah. I gotta get it. I kinda get it.
I overdid it. Whoops.
overdid it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got a little too overzealous with
Okay.
the
Is that what they
tops.
call it? Eyebrow blindness, though?
Well, it could
When
be
you
any
just-
blindness. It could
Yeah.
be like if you didn't know how to do your like makeup and you had eyeshadow that was like
Got
You know,
it.
people
Oh, is
are
that a new
blind.
like Gen Z term?
blending.
No, I think it's just like, it's
Yeah.
like when you love somebody and you don't see how stupid they are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I absolutely love people who are number one. There's no bullshit about you. You are who you are. There's no phoniness or facade coming from you. And I don't know you very well. I've only met you a couple times through Taryn,
Yeah.
but you're a badass.
Yeah,
That's-
you're a bad bitch.
That's
Yeah,
very
you're a
nice.
bad
I
bitch.
think that.
Yeah, you a bad bitch. You bad bitch.
I appreciate that because I feel like there's a lot of times where I'm like on the edge of losing myself and like trying to go a certain way to like,
Yeah.
well, I see that you get more likes this way, and I'll like to, and then I'm like,
No.
no, we come
No,
back to who
you
we
come
are.
back
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
I know. It's hard to take it's even with this, it's so hard to not get discouraged, because we've had meetings with like podcast networks and they're like, LOL, that you think that you need this much for us to even consider you.
Well,
I'm
and
like,
then they're gonna take half your money anyways.
okay.
Yeah,
I know, but it's so like,
yeah, it's
okay.
intimidating.
well, it's that, and it's also like, so you guys just look at numbers. You don't even care.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they don't care.
You don't even care about like the like heart and soul of like the
No.
like.
You haven't
Oh,
even
okay.
listened.
Okay. Yeah.
Not even giving him a
Yeah.
chance.
No.
But
they
it's
don't.
hard to like not look at stuff
showbiz,
like
baby.
that, but also whatever.
You're doing this because you want to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if it goes somewhere, it will because it's meant to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you get good guests on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
We got Cher coming next
Oh
week.
yeah, Cher's coming.
Share. It's amazing.
Thanks, small little indie artist
yeah,
named
yeah.
Cher.
Also,
Anyway,
thank you for having
yeah,
me.
thank you for
Thank you
coming.
for being
Love you
here.
so
Yeah,
much.
love you
Everybody
guys.
needs to
God.
follow Kaitlyn.
Please.
Go listen to her podcast if you're not already.
Yeah.
To the
To
300
all of
people.
our
Hey, This is why. No, see, you got to stop laughing at that because those 300 people matter, and they are
absolutely
and
do.
Community and what that they will bring you is so.
They absolutely
it's the
matter.
best.
Yeah.
Shannon Ford actually said, "Imagine 300 people being in this room
Yeah.
right now listening
watching.
to this."
That's what I always think. I
I
always
love
think
that.
of that. Yeah.
What a great
Or, like,
perspective.
And you got to call them your the touch up.
Yeah.
Okay, the
touchies.
the touchies is cute.
The touchies is cute.
The touchies is actually. I think
Is
I
it
like
cute
that.
or is it pervy?
It's a little pervy.
But
That's
that's
what
why
I
it's
like
cute.
about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Our touchies.
Yeah. The touchy crew. The touchy
touch
gang.
crew. The touch gang. The
The
touch,
touch
crew.
gang. Our touchies.
Let's have people vote on
Or
it.
just the chups.
Okay.
Huh?
The chups.
The,
The
chops.
The the chooch.
The choops.
The hups.
Oh, the choopies.
I like the choops.
The choops is cute.